Hi there, RC Girl here. Today I'm back with my fourth and final episode of my Xtra Speed XS01 build series. I did a whole video of the unboxing and some build highlights, how to paint your first hard body. Today we're gonna do some trail testing. So I'm gonna take it out my backyard crawler course. I also wanna show you guys how much suspension flex this thing has, the turning radius, and also the high speed, low speed. If you guys wanna see how this performs out on the trails, stay tuned. So if you guys are new to my channel, welcome. Here you're gonna find RC reviews, tips and tricks, run videos, flight videos, and other things related to RC. So make sure you guys like and subscribe if you wanna see more in the future. Before we take it out on the trails, let's show you guys what's inside. I'm gonna put links to everything I have in here in the description box below, so make sure to check that out if you're interested in any of these. First, I'm running a Spectrum DX5 Rugged. I have a couple receivers, the SR515s, in a few of my rigs now. So let's zoom on in and I'll show you guys the components of this build. This is my first hard body. It comes with a lot of cool scale details that are included as part of this. I made it the Moab. I added some vinyl decals here and the Jeep below. The Moab is the highest trim package of a Jeep Wrangler, and I wanted to make sure that this thing was decked out. I've been actually running 2 and 3 cell lipos, but right now I'm running 2200 3 cell Ovonic lipo battery. For my motor ESC combo, I'm running an Xtra Hobby Wing setup. I have an 1800 kV motor here. After running it a few times, given the high speed, low speed shifting as well, this is more than enough for my needs. Next, I have a Tactic servo. This is the shift servo, running the shift mechanism here. This came out of my Bomber. You don't need anything high torque, so this has been more than enough for my needs. And then on the front here, this is the 25 kilogram DS servo. I got this on Amazon. I think it was like 25 bucks or something, pretty cheap. High torque servo. It's supposedly waterproof. It comes with a servo horn. And this is my third one. I really do like these servos a lot. I actually ordered another one for my next build. Another thing I did is I gave it some wheel offset. I bought these hex adapters and you can give it a wider stance. So I have a 15mm offset. I will also put a link to the hex adapters in the description box below. Lastly, I swapped out the stock bead locks. They were metal, but I swapped them out for some Proline 19 impulses. These fit the bead a lot better. The stock ones made it bulge around the bead. I didn't really like the way it looks, and I'm liking the look of these a lot better. So thanks to Proline for sending them out. So let's get this thing turned on and take it out on the trails. Let's plug our battery in, turn on the car. Put the body back on. I think we're good to go. Let's check out how much flex this thing has. So I'm gonna compare this to my Traxxas TRX-4. I'm gonna lift one wheel off the ground, keep all the others planted, and see how high we can get this thing. Next, let's check out the turning radius. So I'm gonna compare the XS01 turning radius to my Traxxas TRX-4. And lastly, before we do the trail run, I'm going to do a high speed, low speed comparison. So I hope you guys enjoyed that video. It was a ton of fun taking you along the process from a bunch of parts in a box to now taking it out on my backyard crawler course. I hope that gives you a sense of how this thing performs out on the trails. The tires are super soft. I do like them, but when you do really tight turns, it tends to fold over on itself and it gets that little kind of juddery turning movement, which is not super great. The suspension is super soft, which I really like. It tends to hug the features if you saw on the backyard course. It has that realistic side-to-side movement, which is pretty cool when you're going over a feature. I love all the scale details on the body, but it is a little top heavy, so it's not going to be a super competitive rig unless you probably run a different body. I think it looks really scale, so I'm going to be using it kind of as my show rig, towing around on a trailer. Getting all metal components, it's at a really great price point. I do have my next build series coming up, my Axial SCX-10-2 Jeep Cherokee. I have a Road to Axial Fest build coming up. I'm looking forward to sharing that with you guys. As always, make sure to like and subscribe. I'll see you later.